What's up, dating tribe? Coach Nate here, and I wanted to pop in real quick while driving, but I'm paying attention to the road very well. Wanted to pop in real quick today and talk about an aspect that could be killing your dating life, and that is selfishness. So what I mean by this is selfishness can be kind of the root. It can be like the start of a toxic relationship, if that makes sense. And we'll dive into this. So what I mean by that is, even from your first date, are you the kind of person that says, oh, we should go Dutch? Or are you the kind of the person that wants to pay for the date, right? I want you to think about that. And think about how you come across, are you generous and, just welcome to the idea of pouring out your time and your energy to another person so that the relationship goes well for you and your dating prospect, like it goes together? Or do you just have skin in the game just for yourself? I want you to think about that real quick. There's a lot of guys out there, they're happy to throw their hand up and say, hey, I want dating advice. I need help in this area of my life. But once we dive in and really talk to them, those same guys, they're really just looking for a sex partner. They're really just looking for somebody to clean their apartment when they move in together. And if that's your motivation, your dating life, your relationship life is always going to be marked by toxicity because you're just in it for yourself. Now, ladies listening to this, if you run into a guy that gives you that vibe, I'm going to say it's wise to disconnect because, especially in the case that you have a kid with him or something, you're always going to be having to put up with somebody that their primary motivation is themselves. So if you really want to know what makes a long-term happy relationship work super well, it's kind of the opposite of that. With my spouse as an example, when she's been down about something for a couple weeks, our natural instinct would be to maybe push her away and say, well, you need to get over it if you're having a spout of depression or something like that. But what actually works is the counterintuitive, is the opposite, which is for me to lean into her more and be like, hey, babe, you know what? I'm sorry I've been a little distant. What do you need? How can I be more involved with your life to help you get through whatever you're going through? So what I want you to do is actually, in your relationships, in your interaction, as you go out on dates, I want you to start from there. I want you to be unselfish with your time, with your money, or something like that. But there's a definite qualifier. Meaning, I don't want you to do this from a point of desperation, non-confidence, or weakness. Because those people that feel that way, if you approach dating in an area of desperation, or where you're feeling weak, where you're not confident, that's where you get taken advantage of. So it's not a fine line, but it's just a qualifier. So me, if I was to take a woman out on a date right now, and it was like the third date, so I was like, you know what, third date shouldn't be something little, let's go out to a nice dinner, and the dinner was $100. To some people, $100 is a lot of money, but I'm not even cringing that. Dropping the hundo, boom, right? Because I'm not selfish. But if in the conversations leading up to that, I got like this feeling like she was using me to go out to a nice dinner get $100 experience, then I'm going to stray away from that person. I'm going to disconnect and move on, because there's a good chance that she's maybe some kind of gold digger and might be toxic herself, right? Relationships aren't about money. There's some decently, I wouldn't say poor, But there's a lot of couples out there that have been together 4 years. They don't make a ton of money, but they're very happy with each other. And if you're in a position of that you don't make a lot of money in this world, that's perfectly fine. But I want relationship happiness for you. So what I say is, always be somebody that is confident, yet gentle and open. Strong yet gentle, which will be very attractive to the other sex. It shouldn't really be your authentic self. If you're your authentic self, then you're going to have confidence, and you're going to go out and then find what you want. So there's a lot of mindset here, right? Which, again, something I talk a lot about is mindset. While qualifying, I don't want you to be used by somebody. I don't want you going out with somebody that's toxic, that's selfish themselves, and using you for junk. Her mission should be to get to know your soul and to find out how much you're going to care about her long term. And your mission should be the other way around. Your mission, if you want it to really work, your mission has got to be, I want to find out who this woman is, what her soul is like, draw her in. And then if you guys find yourselves falling in love, then you start having bigger picture discussions. And those discussions can come maybe only 2 months into a relationship. That's not a bad thing. It's not moving too fast as long as you feel really comfortable with it, and as long as you guys aren't using each other for something. So it's the opposite of, it's being unselfish, yet it's still being strong. So I hope this makes sense for you. This is something I would definitely tell a coaching client. It's part of my system. It's in there. But we got to get you to the right mindset so that you can do this stuff effectively. My name is Nate. I'm a dating coach for people that I specialize in working with people that are usually around 30 or more that are just sick of the dating scene and want a relationship to work. So if you want this whole dating thing to work for you, I'm your guy. You can reach me at pattersoncoachingwny.com. I would invite you to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to message me right away, you have a dating question for me, you're interested in learning more about working one-on-one with me and getting the awesome help that I can provide you, that is easiest thing to do is just send me an email. pattersoncoachingwny@gmail.com. It comes right to me, right to my phone. And I'd love to answer a quick dating question if you had one. But what I'm really going to ask you is one of the first things I might ask is, what is your mindset? So thank you so much for watching. Again, please like and subscribe. That does help me. But want to hear from you, hear your story. And we'll see you in the next one.